Welcome mates, I am BloodThirstyLord, but you can call me Lordy, and today we're back on Halo Infinite once again for a very interesting news topic within Halo Infinite as their microtransactions actually get worse. How? How is that even possible? We'll talk about that within this video and highlight the complexities of what's happening currently and what is going to happen very soon, or that's in an ongoing process already for the whole of Season 1. Before we do get into this video, there's only a small percentage of mates that watch the video that are actually subscribed. Leave a like, show support, click the subscribe button to keep up to date, press that join button to become a member on the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So just to make sure that all the mates are up to date with the Halo news, we have the Battle Pass controversy being too difficult. Then it got slightly fixed and made it a little bit easier with the challenges. They've kind of buffed it, so it's not too bad. So you can still make it achievable to get to the higher ranks. Yes, it takes time, but you got 106 days to do so. So that isn't too bad. And with the release of the Fracture 10-Ride event being the first event ever in the Halo Infinite's multiplayer experience, we've had a letdown of experience. The event pass, the challenges associated with that being pretty much impossible. And within this first week of this Fracture event and other weeks in the future months to come, most likely up to March because they have little dots next to the third week, so there's 5 weeks of this Fracture event, so you can complete it, but it's going to take a couple times to actually get to that point, or a couple months to actually get all the challenges completed for that Battle Pass, being the event pass for the Fracture events. Kind of a downer, but it's still there. But the biggest problem was the trailers and the anticipation towards this event, the marketing against it, with 343 Industries highlighting these items to be free and be part of the Battle Pass or the event pass for that Fracture event and be completing that set duration. A whole bunch of mix-up. There was not much clarity behind it and it got too confusing. So we ended up with around 10 items in the event pass out of 30, and the rest being XP grants or challenge swaps, alongside items that we thought were going to be in the event pass but actually got released into the store, so kind of misleading there by 343 Industries, highlighting that, which is a massive downer for all the mates, as 343 responded by highlighting they hear us about our frustration about this event and the microtransactions within Halo Infinite. That is the current point of time, but there's also the possibility of $1,000 worth of items going to the store that has been leaked in Season 1 alone. So that's crazy, an amount of gear that you can unlock for your customization of your Spartans that goes up to $1,000 plus. Crazy. And this ranges from emblems, armor coatings, all colors at $5 each item, then moving on to $10 items with armor parts, attachments, stance, emblems, armor coating bundles, charms, weapon skins, weapon effects, which, you know, any of the mates that see that or any place in the community of Halo see those weapon effects, they're going to purchase it. It's something that they will purchase without even thinking about the currency behind it or the cost, and most likely will stack on these type of weapon effects continuously throughout the seasons to come as well. So there'll be $10 per effect, and if there's multiple effects per season, you can see the cost adding up per player. And that's only half the items that are leaked. There's also $15 items being charm bundles, armor effect bundles, weapon skin bundles, vehicle skin bundles, even the color blue for your vehicles, which costs $15 for the color blue. I'm shocked. Then we have the $20 armor sets, which contain stance, coating, and armor put together in a bundle, which we've seen in the store currently with the latest Fracture event, with a skin being a part of that event, also a $20 bundle in the shop, which is causing the players in the community to be outraged, and especially because other games like this in the past, like Fortnite, Apex, or other games with microtransactions, have these skins and they have their cost behind it. And people know that it's been associated, microtransactions have been there for a while, and everyone's been fighting this battle against them to drop them down in price, have a lessened aspect of this cost, or even have it included in the game as a base set, so you can actually unlock it in the game by playing the game and enjoying the game as games were once before. So this is quite interesting to see this complexity now be twisted this hard on Halo Infinite in the other direction from where it actually begun. In the early days of Halo, you could have your customization, your colors, your actual characters that you can pick from, the Arbiter in Halo 2. You can do so many options back in the day, and now you're limited on those options that you once had, and you have to pay for them behind pay barriers in order to customize your character, which was also highlighted in one of the trailers pretty much a year ago, that this customization would be free, or as a way to actually change your character in the game in the multiplayer experience. So it's kind of shocking that this happens, but this is maybe part of their free-to-play model, that they've actually tried to make this business practice a thing within Halo Infinite at 343 Industries by having free-to-play multiplayer, which is quite justified. The gameplay is amazing, everybody knows that. It's really fun. There's obviously little changes here and that need to be done, but that's just nitpicking. But the gameplay itself, the core gameplay, spot on. And then when it comes to these microtransactions that just fill up these events and ruin the experience overall with the progression, the customization, it's causing issues and outrage between everyone. And I feel like 343 does understand this issue. They should at this rate because it's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. It's highlighted on every social media that this is an issue to be resolved, hopefully quicker than ever. All those in-game store packages that we did explain from $5, $10, $15, and up to $20, all combined for Season 1 alone, pretty much only 88 items costing around $1,000 plus. And we had no clue about this prior, so there's something that we would have expected throughout time and just see little drops here and there and get indications that this actually costs quite a lot over time if people were purchasing each item. But since we got some inside information from a data miner that leaked these properties of the store page of what it's going to be for Season 1 and the total cost of that event being $1,000 overall, that gives us some indication of what we should actually be watching for and be careful for and not going to FOMO or fear of missing out phases when it comes to items appearing in the shop for the daily practices or weekly effects or even events. The original source to that link is in the description below by the data miner, highlighting those items once again. And I know majority of you mates have had games in the past that you've played for a set duration of time, bought a lot of customization, and then realized towards the end of that journey of playing that game how much you've actually wasted on the gameplay experience alone that was connected to a free-to-play game. And that same cycle is ongoing within the current free-to-play models these days in this current generation of games. So expect that to happen again within Halo Infinite, which is going to be very sad to see. And don't buy every item. Some items that are pretty much the color blue for your vehicles at $15, I'm pretty sure you can skip that. If there's something that's cool and you want to buy it, I understand. Everyone gets that point of their time. They want to customize their character at least just once or twice or even 3 times. That is acceptable. So you can go for that, buy the item that you want, but just don't buy every item that appears in that shop. That would be a letdown on your own behalf. And the reason why I highlight that, the game is going to get fully released in December. They may actually rehaul some of these events and actual packages and create some better opportunities of this customization or even implant this customization into a different factor as you purchase a version of the game that comes with the campaign. And maybe with this campaign, hypothetically, I haven't looked into the campaign as much because I didn't want to spoil it for myself, because we'll be doing a live stream on that very soon once it does get released. But I believe there is maybe an opportunity to actually get armor or some type of bundles with the actual campaign as you purchase it to actually go towards your multiplayer experience. So if that's the case, you may be able to get some armor sets for that actual multiplayer experience they get from buying the campaign or buying the game. So those are all my thoughts based on the microtransactions, the shop, the paywalls, the event pass, the battle pass, the event itself, and pretty much the future aspects of Season 1 contained through a store leak of $1,000 worth of items. And now I invite you mates to tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below about the situation. What do you think about it? I'd love some discussion down below because it does help out understand this problem even further. If there's something I've missed or some type of research I missed, you mates are usually there to help out with that as well, which is greatly appreciated. But tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. It does mean so much. And as always, mates, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the channel as we're through this, and I'll catch you mates next time. Bye. Road to 200k subscribers. Let's get it, mates.